Hello dear students. In this video we will see what do you mean by outer join. I have written a few definitions to start with over here and all sorts of examples. But then it's better that we work out on an example and then we read these definitions. Now before we see what is outer join, as I have written one example over here, and there are three types of outer join. First one is, as you see, left outer join. Well, the second one is right outer join, as you see, and the third one is full outer join. But before we see what is left outer join, you just watch this example again on inner join. Here we are back to the same example of inner join. We have two tables, R1 and R2. R1 has two columns, A and B, and R2 has two columns, B and C. Observe that there is a column which is common in these two tables, and the domain of these two columns is also same, that is integer. So we can find natural join of these two tables. Recall, natural join will automatically compare the value of the common columns between the two tables. So here we have written R1. You can just check this R1 join R2, but I have not written any condition. I have not written any condition with the join. This is indeed R1 natural join R2 I am talking about. So if you join these two tables, that is inner join I am talking about, then we are finding R1 joined with R2. So if 1, 2 is joined with 8, 10, 1, 2 is joined with 2, 9, and 1, 2 is joined with 5, 15, then in our result, we will have A, B, and C. Just check, B is the common column, isn't it so? So it will be shown only once because we are doing natural join. And the match found is only between this 2 of R1 and this 2 of R2 as far as column B is concerned. So the result will be 1, 2, 9. But what about the second row? Here comes the point. Here comes the point. Now our topic of outer join actually starts. I know that the video is about outer join, but it was so important for you to look at the inner join again so that you will understand the difference between inner and outer join. Check this second row of R1. You know that this second row also will be joined with 8, 10, 2, 9, and 5, 15. And you can see that this phi here, the value of B matches with this phi. So indeed, this column of R1, that is 6 phi, will be listed along with 15. I hope you are understanding. But what will happen to 7, 9? Check out this row of R1. What is happening here is this value of B, that is 9, this value 9 does not have any match under the column B of R2. You can see that the values are 8, 2, and 5. 9 never found there. So what will happen to this particular row of R1? This will not be listed at all. Obviously, because we were looking only for those rows where the value of B under R1 matches value of B under R2. Naturally, 7, 9 will not be listed, and this will be our result. This is the property of inner join. If the value or the match is not found, then those particular rows are not listed at all in your result. I knew that you already know how to find out this result. This is the result of R1 natural join R2. If we are fully equipped now, if we are back to what is inner join, let's see what is outer join. And the type of join we are talking about is left outer join. Now the type of symbol that we use here is the usual join symbol, but we draw whiskers over here or horizontal lines over here to show that this particular join is left outer join. Let's say that we have got two tables R1 and R2 as usual, and there is a common column between A and B, R1 and R2, that is B column, and few rows. And now let's find what is R1 left outer join R2. Just check this symbol is left outer join. Just observe here, it is so important, when you talk about join, it is so important to know that you are joining which table with which table, and which table is on left hand side. We are talking about left outer join, and R1 is the table on the left hand side. So what will happen? Let's find out. It's usually to be seen from join perspective. You know that in join, this 1, 2 will be joined with 8, 10, 2, 9, and 5, 15. Correct? I am talking about the usual join. And remember, this is still the natural join we are talking about. There is a common column between the two tables, and the match is found. As far as the match is found, it is this row here matches 2. So in the result, we will have A, B, and C. B will be listed only once, and we will have 1, 2, and 9. Here is that 9 which is listed from C. Good. That means this row 1, 2 has been shown in our result because the match for B was found. Now what happens with the 6, 5? Obviously 6, 5 is joined with 8, 8, 10, 2, 9, and 5, 15. And we are talking about natural join, and phi under this B matches the phi under this B here in R1. So obviously 6, phi is selected along with 15. Now talk about this last row 7, 9. Unfortunately 9 here under B doesn't get any match under B column of R2. So what happened in the inner join? You remember, these two rows were listed, but 7 and 9 was not at all listed. But now we are talking about left outer join. And left outer join has left table as R1, left hand side table. So it says nothing doing, whatever is there in the left table, value of A and B has to be shown. And if this value of B9 doesn't get a match anywhere in this right hand side table, then the value under that right hand side column should be null. What it means is, if the left hand side table does not get a match on the right hand side table, irrespective of that, left hand side rows will be always shown. And because the match was not found on the right hand side, null will be shown. Let's repeat what we have seen with some other example. Let's say R1 and R2 has A, B, and C, D. This time I am not taking any common columns. Okay, so it's not natural join. And we have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some arbitrary rows I have drawn. And CD here has, let's say, 4, 7, let me think, 4, 7, then 5, 15, and 6, and 17, and let's say 9 and 14. Okay, so these are R1 and R2. Now, what will happen if I do R1 left outer join? Just check this, left outer join R2, but with the join condition. Now I will write join condition. I'm not talking about natural join. And the join condition is R1 dot B should be equal to R2 dot C. So we want to filter out only those rows from R1 cross R2. Remember, join is nothing but cross product followed by a condition. So we want to filter out only those rows where B under R1 matches C under R2. So what will happen in that case? If you see this 1, 2 here, you know it will be joined with all the 4 rows of R2. And then it will see which of these results have B matching C, but there is none. We don't find any matching over here. What will happen in the inner join? Coming back to inner join, this 1 and 2 won't be listed at all. But now we are talking about left outer join. In left outer join, if the left hand side table, remember the left hand side table is R1, I'm talking from R1's perspective, just check this, then this 1 2 will be still listed. But hello, this B, that is 2, did not find any match under C. So all these values under R2 will be shown as null. What's so important to understand here is that every row of R1 will be shown, whether match is found or not found. I hope you are understanding. Let's continue with R1. Here is the next row, 3, 4. You know it will be joined with every row of R2 again due to cross product, isn't it? But then it will check, is this value of B matching anywhere with C? Yes, it matches over here. So 3, 4 will be listed along with the match found, that is 4, 7. This is like usual inner join, isn't it? What about 5, 6? What about this? 5, 6 will be again joined with all the rows, and look at this. This 6 gets a match under C over here. So 5, 6 obviously will be listed as 5, 6, 6, 17. What about the last row? 7, 8. 7, 8 here, this 8 does not match with any of the values of C, isn't it? But then will 7, 8 be listed? Yes. Left hand side table R1 will definitely be listed, but no match was found in C and D, rather in the right hand side table. So C and D will be listed as null. When I first learned left outer join, I started thinking, okay, I understood what is left outer join, but what must be the use of this? And I realized, gradually I realized that many times, when we join the two tables, we are happy when the match is found and we see that, okay, these are the values in our result where we were supposed to compare B with C, isn't it so? But then in usual inner join, you know that the values which do not match are not shown at all in our result. What if we want to find out which values did not match? Just out of curiosity. That means now we know that in R1 table, there is a column B which has value 2, and such value is never found under column C of R2. Great. Left outer join will always help us in checking that which values matched and for which values match was not found. Here we go. In our slide, we have written about outer join, and outer join doesn't require, now I'm talking in general about outer join, please try to understand, doesn't require each record in the two join tables to have matching record. Even if matching is not found, table retains each record, even if there is no matching record which exists. Three types of joins are left, right, and full outer join. Let's read about left outer join. Check the symbol. Left join returns all the rows from the table on the left. Check this. It will definitely give all the rows of the left table, even if no matching rows have been found in the table in the right. When no matching records found in the table on the right, then null is returned. Here is one more example for us, just for fun. You can just check here if these are the two tables R1 and R2 with common column B, and we are doing R1 left outer join R2, then before you see the result, which is flooded down there, if you know that R1 is the left hand side table, then definitely all these three rows will be shown, definitely. But let's check for 1 1. Here is the match found, you see, under B. So the result is 1 1 and 11. Obviously, because this is natural join we are talking about, so common column will be listed only once. What about 2 3? Here is the match found for this B. So the result is 2 3 15. What about 3 8? Unfortunately, this 8 is never found here under B column. But then still 3 8 will be listed, and this C of R2 will be shown as null. That means for this value of 8, there was no matching found in the right hand side table. And that's the result that has been shown. I hope you have understood left outer join very well. Let's talk about right outer join. This won't take time now. Right outer join is indicated by this symbol as shown. And we again have a common column B over here. Check that. B is a common column. And we are doing right outer join. Now here it is so important that right hand side table is R2 and left hand side table is R1. Okay. So how does right outer join work really? First of all, you try to understand that we have written R1 right outer join R2. So cross product of R1 and R2 will be found. Definitely it is a join. Okay. So how does the things work? You just check this row of R1 is definitely going to be joined with all the three rows of R2, correct? And then there is a match found here of this B here with this B. So what are we going to get is A, B, C. Of course, common column will be listed only once. And we have the result as 1, 2, 9. What about the second row? Second row has 6, 5. And this 5 here under B of R1 has a match found over here. So obviously in the result, we will have 6, 5, and 15. Now let's have a look at the third row. Third row 7, 9 over here does not have any match. Does not have any match on the right. Under the column B, this value 9 is not found. Now if it was left outer join, then left hand side table will be always shown completely. But it is right outer join. So what happens in right outer join? Please try to understand this is the right hand side table R2. And what happened was that 29, this entry was listed here. You can see 515, this entry was listed here. You can see, but 810 is not yet listed. And this is right outer join. So in that case, what will happen is null will be shown under A, B is 8, try to understand, and C is 10. What we are compulsorily doing is whatever is in R2 will be always listed, whether the match was found or not. And if the match was not found, let's say for 8 the match was not found here, there was no 8 in the left hand side table, in that case null will be shown under A. Let's have one more example very fast. Let's say R1 and R2 are the two tables and we have A, B, C, D. This time I am not taking any common column and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the values of C are, let's say 4, 6, then let's say 6, 10, then 10, 15, and 11, 29. And we are doing right outer join. Now, to write right outer join, we would be writing a symbol with whiskers on this right hand side here with R2. But of course, I am going to write the condition as R1.B should be equal to R2.C. This is my requirement. So I want to join these two tables using right outer join. Now, the best way, you can find out the result. I'm saying best way, not the only way. But the best way is you can see this from the R2's perspective. See that you are giving more importance to R2 here because it is right outer join. So you can check the rows of R2 and you can ask that is this value of C found anywhere? Yes, it is found here with the value of B. So this condition becomes true for this particular row. So what will be the row listed? In that case, we will have A, B, C, D in our result. There is no common column. And value of A here is 3, watch. Value of B is 4. Value of C is 4. Here was the match found. Value of C is 4, just check this. And value of D is 6. And now you can check the next row of R2 where this 6 has a match found over here. So B and C matches. So first output was 3, 4 and 4, 6. What we did is that we saw this from R2's perspective and we saw that R2's first row has a match found over here. So 3, 4, 4, 6 was the first row. Now let's check the second row. This 6 has a match found over here under B. So B matches C. So what will be the row listed? It will be 5, 6. Watch this. 5, 6, 6, 10. I hope you understand. 5, 6, 6, 10. Let's take the next row. 10, 15. There's a problem. We are trying to compare C with B, but this value of C does not have a match anywhere over here. So what will happen? In that case, remember it is right outer join and we have to give importance to right hand side table. So this 10, 15 will be still shown under C and D. So 10, 15 is shown. But hello, there was no match found over here with B. Remember we were comparing B with C. Then these values will be flooded with null. Same thing will happen with 11 and 29. You can watch that value of C, which is 11, is never found under B column. So it is right outer join. So the right hand side table values will be shown, which are 11 and 29. But what about this? These will be flooded with null. So this is what is right outer join. You can see that right outer join definitions have been written over here. You can pause the video and read the definitions. And you can also check this example here. In the example, two tables again have been shown and we are doing right outer join. Now this is a natural join. There is a common column between the two tables. So what will be the right outer join? Remember R2 is on the right hand side over here. So it's better that we check from R2's perspective. Is the value of B matching anywhere in this right hand side? No. But then you remember among A, B, C in the result, 10 and 3 should be shown, the right hand side values, and A will be null. What about 111? Yes, this one has a match over here. So the value shown will be 1, that is value of A, then value of B, which is 1, and 11. What about this row? 3 and 15. Yes, 3 match found over here. Then value of A there is 2, check 2. Then value of B is equal. 3, and value of B is 15. So this is the result that has been shown here. That's right outer join. Now let's try to understand what is full outer join. By the way, I hope you must have understood by now what is full outer join. The symbol to show the full outer join is this, as shown here at the bottom, R1 full outer join R2. There is a common column B between the two tables, and if R1 does not get a match or R2 does not get a match, check my words. If R1 does not get a match or R2 does not get a match, never mind, all the rows of R1 and all the rows of R2 will be shown. But wherever match is not found, then for the other table, null values will be shown. What am I talking about? Now, we won't spend a lot of time in this. Let's see ABC. Let's see from R1's perspective. For this 2, matching 2 found. So the result is 1, 2, 9. Next row of R1. For this 5, matching 5 found. So the result is 6, 5, 15. For this row 7, 9. For this 9, no match found here. 8, 2, 5. No match found. 9 not found. So still 7, 9 will be shown and null will be shown under C. Now, remember it is full outer join. So check from R2's perspective also. In R2, we have 8, 10. This 8 not found anywhere under this B. Please try to understand. We are comparing the common column. But in R2, there is value of B8, which is not found in the left-hand side table. So in that case, this 8, 10 of the right-hand side will be shown with A as null. Let's continue with R2. 2, 9. This 2 finds a match here. Check this. But we have already listed this. 1, 2, and 9. We have already listed. Check the next row. 5, 15. This 5 gets a match here. But we have already listed this. Hence, we have taken care of R2. We have taken care of R1. Then we get this particular result. Watch out that we have made sure that wherever match is not found on the right hand side or the match is not found on the left hand side, whatever is the case, the rows of R1 and R2 will be shown. By the way, here is the definition of full outer join with an example. You can pause the video and you can read this definition. Here is an example of full outer join. Let's do a practice on this example. What will be the result of full outer join of R1 and R2? There is a common column B, so we are comparing B. The result will contain only A, B, C. First check from R1's point of view. This B here finds a match over here. So the result will be 1, the value of A, and then the value of B, which is equal 1. This value of B is equal to this value of B, and then 11. Okay, let's see the second row. This 3 over here gets a match over here. So the result is 2, 3, 15. What's the third row? This 8 does not get a match anywhere in the right hand side, but this 3, 8 will be still shown and C will be shown as null. Well, this was only from R1's point of view. Remember, we are talking about full outer join. So what comes next? What we should do is that we should again check R2 table. So let's check R2, first row. This 10 does not get any match over here. So still this 10 and 3 will be shown with null over here under B. Check the next row. This one gets a match over here, but this row was already shown. And the third row has 3 under the column B, which gets a match in the second row, but that was already shown. So this is the result of full outer join of A and B, which has been shown here at the bottom. I hope you have understood all the 3 types of outer join. We will come back with many exercises which were asked in the GATE paper and some more exercises which your teacher has made. Thank you very much.